Michigan. I had a car, I had a job, I owned my own business, and I was doing fine. I was self-supporting. Apparently something popped up, and I got in trouble, and I was brought back to Colorado. August 27th, I was released from Arapahoe County Jail with a 3-year probation sentence and nowhere to go. I have no family. My parents are gone. I have kids, but how can you ask a 20-year-old with a baby to help you? You can't. You're supposed to be helping them. My business suffered. I lost my home up there. I can't afford to live here, and because of my background, I can't get a job anywhere. Now, those are my choices that I had made, but it really sucks. I ran into family, and he brought me here to Crossroads. Had it been not for that, I wouldn't be okay. I don't know how to survive the wintertime, the cold. It's hard. I've never ever had to do anything like this a day in my life before. The people that have done this for years, I look up to you guys. Because this is a hard life to live. It's not something I choose to do. Colorado won't let me go back home, so I'm stuck here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I try to find a job all the time to get told no. Because of COVID, it makes it harder. This is my family, and this is my home, and when we have to go, what do we do? Where do we go? How do we survive? I'm scared. I don't say it out loud, but I'm worried. I don't know what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna go, where my family's gonna go. You know, we're just like every other community. We look out for each other. When we don't have clothes, when I got out, I had nothing except for the clothes I had on my back. It's zero. And everybody pulls together and they help each other. When there are donations, there's a lot for men, there's slightly less for women. So anytime that I find something, I think, oh, this will fit this person, or this will fit so-and-so. And I make sure that I've got enough to take care of somebody, because I want my sisters and my brothers to have something if they need it. Coats, blankets, all of it. You know, unfortunately, on Monday, I have no plan. I have no backup plan. What am I going to get rid of, and what can I get rid of? What is not detrimental to my survival? I have probably 10 blankets. How am I going to get it to where I'm going? I don't have the means. I don't have a car. I don't have friends with cars because my friends are here with me. So not all circumstances are the same. I have to really humble myself to ask for help as it is. I'm stubborn. But to have to ask somebody for 50 cents so that I have enough for a drink, that's an eye-opener. It's huge. The looks that I get makes me feel like I'm less than. But I'm not less than. None of us are. Just because you have a job or a home or car or whatever you have doesn't make you better than me. And it sure doesn't make me less than you. It's sad that we get put in this situation. We take care of each other, we help each other, and I actually help other people out in other communities as well. I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to do for mankind, is help each other? There's more hatred and hurt than there is love and caring. You know, I am the change that I want to be when I see it in the world. I don't know why it's so hard for everybody else. Thank you.
Can we ask a question?
Yeah.
I mean, where are you going to go on Monday?
I have no idea. I really have no idea.
How long ago was it that you got a jail letter?
August 27th.
And your name?
Sarah?
S-A-R-A-H.
H.
Your last name?
Jewell. Jewell.
And the conditions of your probation, that you can't leave the state?
I can't leave without an interstate compact, and I have to have a plan. So I actually have to have a place to live there. Now, in the state of Colorado, I can transfer anywhere I want to. But out of the state, there has to be a home. Well, I lived by myself, so when the probation officer wanted to go and do a home visit, how are you going to get into my house with a person? I couldn't.
And how long have you been in the encampment here?
August 29th.
August 29th.
So when you left Arapahoe, they didn't have any in-county or close-by options for you?
I barely even got 2 bus passes. They gave me a backpack, a pair of socks, a dirty t-shirt that was from, I guess, their bin when people can't take their clothing with them. Toothbrush, toothpaste, other materials that I can't use, a box of laundry soap. Well, that's great.
What do you mean by bus passes? Do you mean like a monthly pass or a single trip to get to someplace pass?
2 single trips.
Yeah.
And I had to fight to get that.
When you've been swept, do you feel like you're forced to choose what is put in the dumpster or not? Because during these sweeps, I know the cops in the city usually say that, oh, well, folks can take everything that they need, but as you just said, you physically can't carry everything. So do you feel like you're forced to actually choose to have things thrown out that you wouldn't actually want to be thrown out?
I've never been through a sweep before, so I don't know how it goes. But I mean, think about it. You have a tent, if you're lucky to have a tent. That's a decent, I mean, some are small, but some are decent size. How are you going to carry that? If you have no bike cart, hell, even a grocery cart, because now the stores have stopped you from taking those. So how are you going to get anything? You're going to put it on a sled and drag it with you? I mean, that's what, 50 pounds easy with just your basic materials, not including food, water, hygiene, some clothes. It's at least 50 to 100 pounds easy just in one small thing.
Doesn't start. That's just what you sleep in. I can't what you wear daily use. You have pots, pans, a vacuum cleaner, all that stuff. A stove. We have to pack all that stuff. And the level of pressure has picked up in the last 2 years with the sweeps. They used to just go, okay, you guys, and then they'd let us pack up, and then as soon as everybody's packed up, they'd walk away. Now they start at one end, and by the time they get to the other end, if you ain't got it with you, you're done. It's gone.
It's gone. It's destroyed. There's some of us that have, like, okay, so when I go for job interviews, do you know how embarrassing it is because my hands are the way they are? They're cracked. They're dry. They are dirty, even though I will sit in the bathroom for at least 20 minutes scrubbing my hands because I don't want them to look this way. Just to go and apply for a job that I know I'm not going to get, but I'm still trying. We keep getting kicked down, and it kills you inside. Every little bit, it takes a piece of you away. I've actually had people say, other people that are homeless as well, ask me for money, and I say to them, I'm sorry, I'm in the same position as you. And then they look at me, and I do my best to at least try to dress how I used to, look how I used to, because I'm trying to hold on to part of that. And that in itself is really hard. So when someone's looking at me and I'm looking back at them and we look completely different, but we're in the same position, they think I'm full of it. When I'm asking somebody, hey, do you have 50 cents? Honestly, I have a higher chance of getting something donated to me than some others that are homeless because I do make myself look nicer. It just looks like somebody just didn't have enough and hey, it's cool. But if I'm standing on a corner, I'm wearing my dirty sweatpants because I haven't been able to do laundry in a month and you know, my hair's in a messy bun and I've got dirt on my face, then they look at me different. Completely. And they're not going to give me anything. Like Bethany said, you know, they roll up their windows when, you know, they're right by, or they walk away, or they ignore me completely. I always have a comment of, thank you, I appreciate your help, you know, even your acknowledgement. Even though they said nothing to me, they definitely made sure they didn't look at me.
Okay, so Sarah, we heard a couple of stories about people who had police told them to come here. Do you know how common that story is with folks that you're staying here with?
Since I've been here, I have seen more new faces since the sweep started, especially. More and more and more. There's nowhere for anybody to go. They have cleaned everything out. You know, one day I've got this person as my neighbor, and then all of a sudden, within less than 24 hours, 3 more or 5 more around me pop up. I didn't even know they came around. I didn't know where they came from. You know, and it's just a cold reality, and it's sad to see that we're literally being pushed to nothing. We already have nothing. We barely cling to our self-respect, our dignity, and love for ourselves and to each other. And then now they're just trying to wipe what away. What more can you take from us?
As somebody who maybe isn't accustomed to the process and the system, have you tried going into the housing options and applications? Can you tell us what that's like for somebody maybe who's never seen it before?
I never saw it before.
Right.
And I carry my purse in my backpack so I don't have to carry 8 million things. I'll leave my backpack and I'll ask them, can I leave this here? And they are okay with it, but some are rude about it. They treat you completely different. When I was living my normal life, because this is my normal life, this is my reality, excuse me, people definitely treated me completely different. Even healthcare is completely different for me. If I go into because I have a respiratory thing, automatically, because I look the way I do and because I have to put homeless on my paperwork, they change quicker than I've ever seen it. I hate it. I hate this. This is not what I choose at all.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.